I didn't forget about you guys. You thought I'd forget. Oh, that old man, he's going to forget. No, I'm coming over there next. Okay, you ready? I'm coming to you next. Go.
Finish.
Good. And if they have anything in common,
We can do 3 different surfaces this
And then insert your file name, and it'll pop up in another file.
to use power for themselves.
That's what they were working on, that's what I'm assuming.
Go ahead and put that in the category it will go in if it's describing how and it ends in ly. The puppy.
No, no, we didn't hold.
Okay, all right, you got all those right. Was that is it an adverb or is it not an adverb? Okay, if you need to look back at some of the worksheets that we just glued into your notebook, you can do that if you want to. If you how often that you have to do it. Who can read the next group for me? Can you read those for me?
Briefly, sometimes hardly, quickly, nearly, and
Okay, and then Oscar, can you read? Go ahead and read the last group there.
You know, getting used to each other and knowing kind of what your expectations are and how comfortable, you know, you would feel with me jumping.
And you don't have to lay them out perfectly because that might take a while. You can just,
with your partner to come up with similarities and differences. You're going to compare and contrast each other.
What's wrong with this one, Amelia? All right. Now, somebody's talking here, so we need to insert something to show that they are talking. What do we say?
It might help to get out a notebook because you guys are going to be adding in some time. We're just subtracting it.
And look at the title, look at the name. 1 minute to look at the picture.
point is taken the
is
city
that
of
pretty
Palm.
easy?
Okay, here's what I want you to do.
Could you compare that, even though the floor is not metal, could you compare that to the floor and say that's a pretty...
Well, I guess what one I thought was effective was actually team teaching when we were teaching. That was very nice too for me to see my kids in a different.
All right. Yoselin, Kai, we'll do Justin and Jair, and Izzy, Laura.
Good job, that's a great way to describe it. I've also got it written as, it also answers some questions like when, where, how much, and many. So first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and pass all of these out to you, but I'm going to go ahead and give you, but I know you can't touch it because you would be burned. Okay, finish writing this down.
Naya, please make sure you bring your data sheet with you. So you're really good there. Okay, here we go. Hot water balloon in the tap water. It floats, and it floats higher.
You want to just write down the surface that we're using and draw this graph.
The other two to make sure we can verify our results. That was in cold. Yeah. So write down that the ice balloon in cold floated. Take something like a ball of iron and melt it down. So you have like a big, bucket full of melted iron, and then you take another ball of iron, and drop it in. Would you expect that ball of iron to float on top?
Distance that one surface or object has.
You get 60 points, right? But Paul gets good grades, spectrum, right?
Is very, very rough. Let's see what happens. We're going to choose sandpaper.
Only unit of density that exists out there? No. Really, we can make, as long as we're taking any unit of mass, and
In our bullseye, in our target, was created from a rock from Earth and the meteorite.
So I think we should write that.
So the moon. No wonder we can see it at night. I love the connections. What could we draw? What could we draw in our target to show us?
In the reversals, because you start at the beginning fixing them.
I do so many things, child. And if you were me, you would too. Who's talking there? The moon. I'm going to read that again. But I do so many things, child.
Put your crayon down. As we're reading, when we see information that's important, we're going to go ahead and on the second page. It's the middle word. Okay, go ahead and read the next paragraph. Is that one of our vocabulary words? Bladders. Go ahead and sit up for me. Okay, read the last sentence in that paragraph.